Okay, good morning, everyone. You know me, Business Coach Nancy. I am here live this week from Las Vegas visiting my father. By the way, Kim, I don't know if you're looking at my Instagram stories, which we're going to talk a little bit about today, but the plane was empty.
I saw that. Yes.
I mean, like 20 people in the whole plane. I felt like I was on a private jet. It was very cool.
Awesome. I know you inspired me to check flights to go out and visit my daughter. Like, it was like, oh, I'm going to see if I can get a more expensive flight.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually very safe. I felt very safe. JetBlue did a great job. So if any of you are thinking of flying, I mean, obviously it's at your own risk, but New York was low. I figured let me come visit my dad, who's been alone for a while. And it was really a nice experience. It was really pleasant. The airports were pleasant. The flight was pleasant. It was easy breezy. So if you guys are watching my Instagram, watch my Instagram stories because I'm documenting my trip here. So let's get right to it today. We have 3 Instagram tips for everyone today and tell them what we're talking about. Oh, and I forgot to put your marketing strategist up again. So go ahead, get us started.
Our first tip that we want to share is that, like you, when you are sharing stories, to make sure that you're also sharing them to the highlights so that when people who might miss your story but want to get to know you a little bit better and they click on your highlights. So like when I first started working with you, I clicked on your highlights and I got to see some of your previous trips. So that gave me an insight into who you are a little bit more. Or when I'm auditing the interior designers that we've been auditing, seeing their before and afters of the projects that they're doing, and they're saving them to their highlights from their stories, that gives us a glimpse of a little bit more to their story.
Yes, and it's nice. I mean, I do go to people's stories. And what Kim and I were discussing before we went live here today is that starting next week, we're going to try to do more screen shares because when I have all my monitors, I can do a screen share of my phone and show you how to we're going to try to show you how to create the highlight, what are they called? Templates?
Yeah. The little circles of the highlights, just so that if you want to make them look branded, how we can do that. Yes.
Right. My father, you want to come in the camera?
Mm-hmm.
My father's coming in the camera.
Am I decent?
You're decent. Say hi.
Good morning.
You're actually live on Facebook right now.
Oh, yeah. What does that mean? The world sees me?
Yeah, the whole world. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, he's opening up all the blinds. I'm in his morning routine right now. It's only 6 a.m. here.
I usually go to the pool, but it's raining here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's thundering and lightning here in Vegas. Well, not lightning, it's thundering right now. So he normally goes to the pool and does his pool walking.
Oh.
It's monsoon season.
I'm going out on the patio and reading.
When he reads, he dozes. Although we were both dozing yesterday with my travel. So anyway, so yes, we want to, when you do live, you can add them to your highlights, which is a nice way of saving kind of special moments and also saving moments that people will want to know about you in the future.
Right. Definitely. Yeah. So saving your stories to the highlights is a great idea.
Okay. And then let's see. Heather is saying, hi, Heather. Just don't know how to get them up. Get them up where? Not sure what you mean, Heather. Tell us more. Okay. So tip number 1 was to save your stories to your highlights.
Correct.
Tip number 2
is if you do IG lives, Instagram lives, save them to your IGTV. So IGTV is a really powerful marketing tool because if someone wants to get to know you, especially like you, Nancy, with your coaching or the interior design, they want to know you a little bit more, how you teach, what kind, get your feel a little bit. And your IGTV is a perfect way where they can go there and then they can get like a whole binge cycle. I mean, they could just look everything on you. So doing that. And then also like we do here, we do your lives. And when we're done with our Facebook lives is I download them and then I upload them to your IGTV. So IGTV is so powerful. If you do YouTube videos, anything that you do with video that's greater than a minute, you want to save your IGTV, that's a great way for people to really get to know, like, and trust you quickly.
Yes. And you know what? I look at them like mini courses almost, right? Yeah. So when we're done here, you put a cover photo on it, you download it to your computer, you put a cover photo on it, you upload it to IGTV. So for anyone who wants to get a quick marketing like learning session, they can just go to all my IGTVs and watch all of our Marketing Monday.
Yep.
I mean, it's really like mini courses, and you can use them like that. Remember that people don't hire you for information, they hire you for implementation. So as you're sharing on your Instagram, make sure you're saving them on IGTV, and that's going to get people to, when they start to really dig into, they're getting ready to hire you, they're not sure if you're the right person, this is where they're going to look. So I think it's awesome.
Right.
Okay.
Especially, it's the only way, like, we would spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to have our own TV show. Well, you can have your own TV show on IGTV. So
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Heather's saying, let me see what Heather's saying. My plan is for recorded IGTV so they can be edited plus interviews live. So, okay, absolutely. And here's the thing. Here's the thing about me. I tend to do things not produced, meaning I don't do them in advance, have someone edit them, put an intro, put an outro. I tend to do things just like, you know what, if I can be consistent and I can get it done quickly, to me, that's more important than getting it all produced beautifully, which I so admire when people do.
Right.
But it locks me up. I want to do a live. I want to put it out right away. I want to teach people what's on my mind in the moment. And when I wait to do a more produced video, it tends to drive me crazy. And I feel like it locks up a lot of people when they're trying to be too, perfect per se, or their feeling of perfection, and they don't want to put anything out that doesn't look really ideal every single time. Sometimes it's hard to get it out there because that process locks you up, or the money you need to spend locks you up, or the decisions you have to make about the intro and the outro and what picture to use can lock you up. So I tend to go, I'm not going to let myself get locked up. I'm just going to put it out there. That's just me. And that's what I teach. Just put it out there.
Right. And I think, again, it's depending on, I see Heather's making another comment here.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it up. True, it would appear live. Issue is my rep for fabrics took forever to share her screen, 2 minutes. But yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's like, it's definitely trying to have something like, to me, YouTube, like I so admire Claire Jeffers. She puts up beautiful YouTube videos. She records them in advance. She edits them. I believe she does most of it herself, or used to, maybe until recently, maybe still does. And they're beautiful. And she's got a great YouTube following. But it's just not me. Like, I just am an off the cuff. I don't want to wait, and I don't want to do it. I just want to get out there. Does that make sense?
Right. And I think one, it depends on your personality, and really they are showing that people relate better to, if you want to develop that relationship, they relate better to kind of like, oops, dad just popped in the video, or oops, the grandkids just popped into the video. Right. And people can relate to that because then you bring that human element. Now, and there is a point where it is nice to have all branded look, depending upon what your goal is in your time. But if it's stopping you, like, I want to do lives on my Facebook page, but I'm thinking I have to be perfect. I have to have my hair done and my makeup done. And then I was looking at stories last night, and it was like all these people were exercising and they're sweaty and gross. And they were showing up. But the thing was, they were showing up. And that's really the consistency part of showing up. So if it's stopping you from showing up, just do it. And then you can put that on another list for somebody.
Right. And you know what I love about, Claire does both. She does both. So she does the very off the cuff, authentic, no makeup chat, which is awesome. And then she also does a more highly produced YouTube in there for different audiences often. And I love the fact that she does both. So you know what? Here's the thing. Do what you can. Do what's you. Do what you love. And if you're doing what you love, it's going to come across either way.
It's important to show up.
Yes.
That's the key, that if you're doing, Facebook Lives, Instagram Lives, IGTV are all amazing opportunities for you to show up for your audience.
Definitely. Okay. Tip number 3, I actually am going to give 100% credit to Wingnut Social's Mini Monday Marketing Podcast, I think they call it. Sorry if I'm doing that wrong, Dala and Natalie, but Wingnut Social has a podcast. It's great. It's all about marketing. And this morning, when I got the email, I got the notification on Facebook, happened to listen to it on 2 times speed, which is the way I listen to all podcasts. And it was a great tip on Instagram and how they have now rolled out a new feature that if you have a comment on one of your Instagram posts, you can swipe left and it gives you the ability to pin it to the top of your Instagram comments. So if you have a really great comment, you can have it pinned right under your post, which is great. And it also drives whatever the crappy comments you have at the bottom. And there's always been the ability to delete as well. So if you get like Bitcoin spam, which is what I always get on my Instagram, you're able to delete those or drive them to the bottom. So I thought that was a really neat tip they gave this morning.
Right. And I like that you shared too that when you do pin it, then the person that left the comment is notified.
Yes.
And so that
is so cool.
That helps bring that, again, that engagement, and that person knows that it meant something that they left a comment. So they'll probably leave a comment even more next time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Let me just see who I'm missing. I'm missing comments. Speaking of comments, Karen, I bought the tripod and light ring and I just need to do it. Yes, Karen, you just need to do it. If you wear glasses, Karen, the light ring might be a problem for you, which I learned the hard way. I bought a little light ring and I had a circle right in the center of my glasses. And then I thought, oh, it's because I bought the little light ring. Let me buy the big light ring. Well, guess what? It still happened. So when I'm home in my own office and not here in Vegas with my dad, I have big square photography lights. They were not expensive. Standing, so, independent standing lights. And that really lights me up well, lights me up evenly, and doesn't put a circle in my glasses. So that's what I have found. And right now, even I have a glare in my glasses because it's coming from my computer screen. So if I don't have that light coming on me to even it out, this glare comes. You see that? It drives me.
That might be a really fun Marketing Monday coming up. It's just showing people the tools you're using because you go live a lot and that would help them feel more comfortable.
Yes. Oh, I could absolutely do that. The other thing we're going to do is share my phone in the future and start actually showing you how to do certain things on Instagram and Facebook from your phone, which could be cool for everybody as well. So, okay. So our 3 tips. Okay, I'm just reading Heather's posts. Pretty cool. I'd like to be able to come on people just liking a post, commenting on people liking a post. Okay, it's very early in the morning here, Heather. So if you skip words, I can't figure it out. I'm Vegas time. I'm Pacific time right now. It's crazy. So tip number 1 was save your stories to your highlights. This way people can reference them in the future. Tip number 2 was when you're doing an Instagram live, you can save it to IGTV, which again will save it for the future. When people are researching you, they'll be able to find it, which is awesome. It's like you said, having a mini TV show just for you if you ever wanted to be famous and a TV star. And then tip number 3 came from Wingnut Social on their podcast. If you don't listen to them, go on, sign up for their podcast. It's awesome. And they gave that tip where on Instagram now you can swipe left on a comment that you love and you can pin it to the top. And they said you can pin up to 3. So I actually did it this morning to try it out and I thought it was really cool. And the person whose comment you're pinning gets notified that you pinned their comment, which, like you said, then encourages them to interact more with you.
Right. Sounds good. And I just noticed a comment from Camille and she needs a shout out.
Oh, Camille. Okay. Hi, Camille. I recently buddied up with an accountability partner and we have committed to posting once per day on Instagram for the next 3 months to generate consistency and to create a habit of posting. So far, so good. On my 8th day. Whoop! Excellent. Oh my God. That's fabulous, Camille. Congratulations. I think I've said this before, but I had a coach one time that said, if you went live every single day for a year on Facebook or Instagram or both, how do you think your life was going to change in a year from then? Like that consistency is going to make a big difference.
Right.
And it's made a big difference for me. I'm consistent. I'm consistently inconsistent, but I'm always on. I'm always on something. I don't always do it at the same time every day or every week, but I'm pretty much on something live 5 out of 7 days, I'd say.
Right. You do really, really good. And I noticed this a couple weeks ago, one of my clients who was on Facebook, Instagram and stuff said, you know, she went to TikTok and all of a sudden TikTok is working. And it's like, of course it's working. She's showing up multiple times a day. So where you show up, it does work. Not that TikTok has its own little algorithm thing going on, but when you show up and you show up that same way on the platforms, consistency is key. So good luck, Camille. Great job.
Yeah, great job, Camille. All right, so that was Marketing Monday for you. And if you want to watch this again, tell them where to go, Kim, to my Instagram.
Yeah,
because we'll be
watch it here, or it will be on her IGTV or her YouTube or her LinkedIn later today.
Yep, it goes everywhere. We reuse content, which is one of the keys to not making yourself go nuts.
Right.
Find your superpower, do it, and then share it everywhere.
Yes.
Right? It's because people see different platforms at different times. So everyone have a great Monday. Have a great week. I'll be live almost every day here from Vegas. I'm visiting my dad. And if you need Kim, she's a superstar marketing strategist for all your social media needs. You can find her here on my page in my group, the Interior Design Business Forum. My new group, which is the Coaching Hotspot, where I'm going to start teaching coaches and online consultants to do what I did, which is grow my business in 4.5 years. And we're doing phenomenal. So I'm ready to start teaching other coaches and consultants how I did that. And that's it. We'll see you next Monday on Marketing Monday. Thanks.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.